Squad. What is up? PinoE here, and for today's video, well, I want to clear something up. You all know I'm hard on Adidas releasing Ultra Boosts and NMDs, and I'm going to show you why that's the case. And I got the idea for this video from Nick Nastase, so if there's ever something y'all want to see me do, and I think I got his name right, leave a comment, and if I can, I will. But back to Adidas. You might find it hard to believe, but I'm actually a fan of the Ultra Boost and the NMD. The Ultra Boost is the better of the two in my opinion, but I'm a fan of both nonetheless. Now, to put things into a little perspective, I think Jordan Brand released something around 16 or 17 pairs of 12s last year. And if you follow me on IG, you know I was getting tired of that silhouette because eventually it just becomes too much. And it became too much for most people as well. I read all my comments on IG and YouTube, and there were a lot of you complaining that Jordan Brand was just doing too much. But I rarely see those comments for Adidas, and I'm a little confused. But let's get back to Adidas now. When the silhouette first dropped and Kanye was spotted in the triple white pair, everyone went crazy, the hype soared, and hell, they're probably the most comfortable shoe on the market, so I get it. But as Adidas put out colorways that were all limited, it was getting a little frustrating. Then John Wexler, the VP of Adidas Global Entertainment and Influencer Marketing, who's got a dope job, went on the Breakfast Club and told us the reason the Yeezy and other popular models are limited is because they don't have enough boost material to increase production and they can't make enough prime knit. But so far, we've seen 26 models and there's still a lot more coming.
I always wanted to know about the sneakers. You mentioned Kanye West. And there's a lot of people that can't get those Yeezy sneakers. You know, is there a way that you do it that they don't press that many sneakers so the demand is higher and it keeps the value high?
There are product that is limited edition. There is that type of product. The stuff that we do for Yeezy Boost has so many different technologies in them, not just the Boost outsole, but the Prime Knit upper, which is our latest material technology. So you end up having this is getting real like shoe technical now. Mm-hmm. It might not be so sexy. But you end up in a situation where you can't produce as many as you would like because it takes X amount of time to sew those sneakers together, and you can only get so much of this Boost material from NASA, basically. So the goal is, though, by later in this year to have a much stronger output of all of our sneakers because demand is so high.
And here's why I just don't understand what Wex said, because we are now at 28 pairs and Adidas hasn't even really started. Here's what I want you to do. Pause the video right now and leave a comment below telling me how many pairs of NMD and Ultra Boost you think Adidas has dropped in 2016. I'll wait. And we're back. If you guessed 133 pairs, then you win nothing, but you were right. In 2016, Adidas released a total of 133 pairs. 89 pairs of those were NMD and different variants of the shoe, and 44 pairs were Ultra Boost. And if you were someone who collected every pair that dropped, or you tried to at least, then you would have spent $21,210 in 2016. Now remember, this is on 2 models of the shoe. This isn't all of Adidas releases. This is only for the NMD and the Ultra Boost models. And this is why I feel, to me, in my opinion, don't hate me, don't get mad, we're squad, remember that the model has grown stale and old. Here's another point I forgot to include. Out of the 133 pairs that released, there have been 124 with a white Boost mid. I love Boost. The shit feels like clouds on your feet. But 124 pairs with the same mid is crazy. I'm not saying every pair is boring and old. I actually think there have been some dope models to release. The Pharrell collaborations that released were a fresh take on the NMD model. It almost felt like a completely different shoe. The reflective whites, the reflective blacks, the Olympic pack, Kith collabs, etc. They were nice pairs. The Bape camo pack, I didn't really like the black, but the olive was dope. Although I don't understand the resale price on some of these, it makes no sense. I'm just letting my thoughts come out as this video plays, but let's go back to limited drops for a second. As a sneaker community, the complaints about how hard it was to cop a pair of Jordans were very loud and very clear. Jordan Brand heard us all, and they in turn said, okay, we'll give you what you want and release more pairs. But how does the community react? They say, fuck you, Jordan Brand, your shit sits on shelves, it's not cool anymore. We're gonna move over to Adidas, who is now doing exactly what we complained about, making their shit limited, causing us to pay insane resale prices. Think about it, this is exactly what happened, and Adidas is playing everyone like puppets. And I don't blame them. But let's get back to 133 drops in a year. Can you imagine the reaction we would have gotten if Jordan Brand dropped 90 pairs of 12s last year like Adidas did with the NMD? 12s in a high, 12s in a low, 12 collaborations, limited drops, region exclusives. But not just that, they also released 50 pairs of the Air Jordan 3. Sheesh, people would lose their shit. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Of course, Adidas is going to capitalize on their position and maximize their potential for revenue and drop as many pairs that they can. And in turn, I say you are absolutely right. This plan is genius in the short term. They killed it in 2016, and they most likely will continue to ride that wave in 2017. But my question back to those of you who think this is, how much longer will these pairs be hyped and be a must-have if Adidas keeps dropping pairs at this pace? And how long before people are exposed to one too many pairs before they say fuck this and move on to the next brand or silhouette, whether it come from Adidas or Nike or whoever? But it will happen eventually. One of the things that has kept Nike successful is they don't oversaturate one model. They keep us wanting more. Sure, they go through a year where we'll see a large number of Air Max 90s or 95s or Jordans, but then they sit back and they wait a few years, then pump the shoe out again, but not until fans of the model are thirsty to see it again. Adidas isn't letting anyone get thirsty for the NMD or the Ultra Boost. The water fountain stays on. We're now at 113 pairs and it's December 1st. That means in 1 month, Adidas dropped 22 pairs of these two models. But that also means we're getting close to the end of the video. So let me try to sum up all these thoughts that are racing in my head. The Ultra Boost is dope. The NMD is dope. Some models have been trash, some have been and some have been must cops. If we got rid of the trash and limited the number of pairs and released all the dope pairs, I probably wouldn't be making this video. And I'm just getting tired of always saying that this shoe sits on an all-white Boost mid, and the excitement of seeing new pairs is gone. But of course, as always, these are just my thoughts, and some of you will agree and some of you will disagree, but that's cool because what makes the sneaker community a dope place is that we're all allowed to like whatever we like and nobody is right or wrong. So now that I've spent the last, 7.5 minutes showing you every pair that dropped in 2016, at least I think it's every pair. If I missed any, let me know, and not shutting up about my thoughts. I want you to leave a comment below and tell me what you think. And that's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, and I hope you did, smash that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe, join the squad. If you have something to say, leave it in the comments below. And I'm out.